Hi, it's Jeremy Pilarski with RE/MAX, and I'm here with Brian Gluckstein at Tridel's newest building, Blythwood at Huntington, at Bayview and Eglinton. I'm here with Brian because he's done an amazing job renovating the suite and making it look like the best, most beautiful show house you could see. So Brian, what do you call this style?
So what we call this is clean traditional. So we still have all the moldings that you see throughout the house, but they're not elaborate. You don't have a lot of moldings and things like that. So there's a reference to tradition, but with a contemporary clean feel.
And what elements do you use to create a rich and timeless look?
I think in this space, what we're looking at is sort of a neutral palette. And when you think of overly traditional spaces, you think of a lot of pattern, a lot of color. So I think the contemporary quality of this apartment comes from the neutral palette, the contemporary materials, the geometric carpet in the living room, the grass cloth on the walls. So we have the references with the panel moldings and the piano, which is more traditional, and accents throughout. But I think it's the palette that gives you that updated traditional look.
How do you design a place knowing that the owner has lots of art pieces and that they're going to work out perfectly in the unit?
Well, when designing this space, that was one of the things we took into account, the art collection, and that you had to have a background that was almost like a gallery for the space. When you're working with an eclectic art collection and a very colorful art collection, you don't want the furniture and the interiors to compete with the art. So this is the perfect backdrop for an art collection.
Brian, one of the challenges of this design is that they have a child's room. They have a 4-year-old child. How do you make a 4-year-old child's room blend in perfectly with this feel of the unit and not feel like it's just childish or cheap or not as nicely designed?
Well, when we designed the son's bedroom, he's quite young, but we didn't want a room that seemed like a baby's room. So this is a room that could be a guest room, it could be a teenager's bedroom, it could be an office. So we designed it as a day bed, so it looks more like a sofa. And the furniture in the room is contemporary, a little bit of a nautical feel to it, but it was very important that it transitions to an adult's room or a guest room or an office.
The master bedroom is so cozy. How do you make a space feel like home and feel like such a cozy, nice room?
In the master bedroom, I think a lot of upholstered walls and upholstered headboard, luxurious bedding, luxurious drapery. That's what gives that cozy feeling and that sense of luxury in that space.
And what would you say are a few of the elements that just put this space over the top and make it the most beautiful space as opposed to just your average condo?
Well, I think one of the great things about this apartment is the view, and we've oriented a lot towards the windows. And if you notice in the living room, dining room, we mirrored the wall opposite the window to get that reflection of the view, and that's what's so remarkable about the apartment. There are all these interesting architectural spaces, like the office in the center in Walnut, that is this cozy space that you can close off, and it's its own space. I think there's really a lot of elements. It's really all the light. You come into this space and you see all the light. And that's why we did a very light color palette to enhance the fact that you have these beautiful views and all this natural light.
What do you see as the hot trends in design that you were able to pull into here?
Well, some of the trends that we're seeing today are a lot of furniture from the 1930s and 40s. So our dining room chairs are designs based on that period. The chairs in the living room that we're standing by are from the 1940s. The coffee table is based on a design from the 40s also. So you see a lot of things that have a reference to another time, but a time that was more streamlined. So they're classics, and they may be 70 years old designs, but they still look fresh and new. So there's a proportion and a quality of design that is timeless.
Thanks for taking the time to see this amazing condo. And congratulations to Brian and the whole team at Gluckstein Design for doing such an amazing job. I'm Jeremy Pilarski, and for fast-paced, results-oriented service, we'll go the distance to get you the result you're looking for.